Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelli Lemon.
Hey, it's Kelly, and welcome to Season 2 of Coffee with Strangers. Today, I'm headed over to Garnett's Cafe in the Fan to grab coffee with Karri Peifer. Karri's the online features editor for Richmond.com, best known for covering the growing restaurant scene in RVA, and is also considered the third wittiest tweeter in Richmond. Karri, this is how we start the show.
Oh,
so we always,
cheers.
We have to cheers coffee. So thank you. Do you drink coffee?
Oh, I love it every morning.
How do you take it?
I take it with cream, a little bit of sugar.
Like, does that one cup last you all day, or do you?
Until I fall out.
Until you fall out, yeah.
Basically, I'll just keep drinking it.
I'm like till 1 o'clock, and then I feel like I gotta.
Right.
You switch over to another type of thing you can
Right.
cheers. Pretty much people know your name. Tell me what you do from 9 to 5.
I work in media in the 21st century, so 9 to 5 is a guideline more than anything. My title is online features editor for Richmond.com and the Richmond Times-Dispatch. I'm probably best known for my beat that I cover, which is restaurants and dining. A lot of my job happens after 5 o'clock, which is going out to restaurants in Richmond, checking out new restaurants, checking out new menus, kind of seeing what's going on in the scene. Monday through Friday, kind of my business hours are, writing everything that I've covered, doing interviews.
Are you from Richmond?
I am.
Okay.
Well, I like to say I was born in Detroit,
Okay.
which I think is important because I feel like it gives you street cred. But unfortunately, I was moved out of there when I was 2. I was raised in Chesterfield County and
Okay.
then moved to the Fan when I was 19 and I've lived in the city ever since.
Did you ever think that your life would be busy writing about food
Never.
in Richmond?
Never, never.
Yeah.
It's the luckiest job in the world. I fell ass backwards into it. I started writing about restaurants 10 years ago when the Richmond restaurant scene was, we maybe have 1 or 2 kind of high profile restaurants. In the last 3 or 4 years especially, it has exploded.
Yeah.
We don't have 1 or 2 great restaurants, we have dozens of great restaurants.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Clover Hill.
Clover Hill. And then did you go to college?
I did, I went to VCU.
Okay. Did you start writing at VCU or?
I did, I majored in English.
Okay.
And I started at Richmond.com as an intern and just kept writing.
Yeah.
I wrote for free
Yeah.
for a long time because I was like, I just want to do this, I love it.
How is it when people see you out in restaurants? Can you just eat?
So often I'll be dining out and somebody will come over and say hello or send me out some new menu item, which is not the worst thing in the world.
I was about to say, I
happen.
wonder, did you get some perks from it though?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that makes Richmond dining scene really incredible is the community of chefs and owners and people who work in the industry. In my opinion, it is a privilege to cover the scene.
Do you cook?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Refrigerator's
not at all.
empty.
It's practically empty. I'm a terrible cook.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd that I even got into food writing because I didn't know anything about food. I still haven't learned how to cook. And in part, I really blame Richmond dining for that. I grew up without my mother cooking, sort of my mother barely heated stuff, and the fact that it didn't kill us is amazing. And then I got to the point where I started dining out in all these amazing restaurants, and I'd worked in restaurants for years. So now my palate is pretty sophisticated, and yet I still have no cooking skills. So I don't really want to learn how to make pasta at home.
Yeah.
I want something incredible that's flavorful, and I have absolutely no ability to do that. And the chefs have kind of, the scene has kind of spoiled me and made me appreciate great food that I could never ever replicate at home.
Richmond is that city where you can do what you want to right now. You can
Right.
kind of create your own lane. When you're talking to people that don't know Richmond, how do you sell it?
I think I gotta sell it like that. It's a little bit, it's a sample of anything you can get in a bigger city on a much more accessible scale. I love the accessibility of Richmond. I love that you can, you never have to park more than a block from any single thing you want. You can get fantastic museums and restaurants and art and culture and everything you want in a much more accessible way.
Where do you lay your head at night?
I'm in South Richmond.
Okay. Why'd you choose there?
Really, a lot of it was, I'd lived in the museum district for probably about 8 or 10 years, and I loved it, and I wanted to keep living in the museum district, and I couldn't afford to. I kept getting priced out. I still love the museum district and understand the north of the river bias against south of the river.
It amazes me that is such a clear divide. Like, there's some people from Southside that said, I'm not crossing the river. And I always go, what are we talking about? We really talking about going over a bridge?
Right.
Like they don't do that. Like, whoa, that's so far out. I'm like, literally, like this bridge, we're just
Right.
talking about crossing over this one little bridge. It's so taboo. How are you ending your Richmond summer?
I'll whine about the heat for all of August. I think that's necessary.
Yeah.
I'll go to the pool. I'll whine about the crowds. I think that's also necessary. And then I'll sit on some patios and sweat and complain about the heat there. And I think that is how a Richmonder ends the summer.
So glad. Patios in Richmond are very, very important. What restaurants do you like that has great patio scenes?
I love the Daily patio. I think that's beautiful. Post Bellum, they've got 2 patios, but their rooftop deck, it's amazing. Baja has a beautiful patio.
I think that should be like almost standard now. When a restaurant opens in Richmond, you gotta have a patio.
Well, actually, a restaurant owner said that to me recently. She said something to me like the degree to which Richmonders love to dine out on patios is profound. What I would really like to see, though, is more bigger umbrellas and heated umbrellas and fans out to extend the weather of the
season.
But thus far, just, kind of the crappy umbrellas, and that's all we get.
And sometimes the heater works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh my God, I know, correct. Just take it out if it's not going to work. I'll bring the oil.
To hear the rest of my interview with Karri, check out the Coffee with Strangers podcast in iTunes or Stitcher, and take a second to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Get yourself over to Garnett's Cafe in the Fan for a drink or a sandwich, and visit coffeewithstrangersrva.com to subscribe to our newsletter and watch previous episodes. See you next week.